You rocking out over there? What's going on? Hey.
Yeah, I got some Metallica going.
Oh, I like some Metallica. First is AC/DC. Now we're in Metallica zone.
Yeah.
Man. Yeah, so here we are. We're back in the fallout shelter. Yeah.
All right, we're back.
Super duper lockdown time.
Yeah.
Super duper lockdown show. We are in the fallout shelter. What better place to be than right here? Still got it playing?
What was that?
You still playing it?
No, I paused it.
Oh.
There it goes.
Yeah. I thought I heard. I was like, I'm hearing that somewhere. This, yeah.
Nothing better than good metal music.
Right. So what are we doing? What we got going on today?
So I'm just curious, did you ever get the AC/DC album?
I have not. I honestly, no, well, see, I was going to download it on iTunes, and you think it'd be easy, but I couldn't get into the store for some reason.
Oh.
And I was going to get it, and then I kind of forgot, and other things happened, and it's still on my list of to do.
Okay.
The list of to do.
The to-do list.
Yes.
Well, I was like going back into my metal roots, and I started listening to a little bit more Metallica. They're friends in the Howard Stern show. They were on there a couple weeks ago, so they're redoing the interview this weekend, and they're just so incredible.
Yeah.
I just it's just hard hitting, and then I remembered that they have their own. Well, it's not really their own whiskey out. They collaborated with master distiller Dave Pickerel, and they came up with this kind of a blend of whiskey that they do, but then they put it through a process called black noise. And basically what they do is once they distill it and once they get into the barrels, they just pump Metallica music through it for 2 to 10 days.
What?
Yeah. And
wow.
So I went to go look for S&M 2 batch. It's a small batch that they did, and it's basically off of the live album they did with the San Francisco Philharmonic.
Wait, so they're doing small batches based on albums?
No.
I was going to say that's...
No. So they had a small batch that they released. It's about $90, and it's called S&M 2, batch 106, and they put it in the barrel, and then they just played the album, S&M, or the one that they did with the San Francisco Philharmonic.
Okay.
But of course I couldn't find it, so I ended up getting Blackened, their whiskey, which we're gonna start the show with that.
Nice.
And it's with batch 103. And so what they do is each member of the band picks like a small playlist, and they basically put it on top of the subwoofers, and so the barrels are being agitated by the music in the bass. So this one was 103 is the arrangement is selected by James Hetfield, right? Okay. He's the head singer or lead singer, and then it was 8 songs: Motor Breath, Cyanide, which took me a while to figure out, but I'm prepared to say Cyanide properly instead of.
Oh, good job. Good job.
The Four Horsemen, Trapped Under Ice. The 5th song was Harvester of Sorrow. Orion and Whiplash, and then they finish it up with one of my favorite songs, Nothing Else Matters.
Nice.
So I guess let's have some whiskey for once. Let's start the Atomic Beer Show.
Right. So while Don's getting that ready, I'd like to welcome to the Atomic Beer Show. My name's Josh.
Ooh. And I'm Don.
And we're here to talk about beer.
Beer, lots of beer.
And why we drink whiskey.
Yeah, we're going to
have a little taster.
It'll be. How much do you like, Josh?
Well, just do a little taster for now, and then,
That might be a little too much on my end.
Yeah,
good?
That's good there. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I probably overdid
so
mine a little bit.
We got some tasty brews to go through as well in this episode. We also would like to thank all the wonderful craft brewers that are still hanging in there through this tough time, and also make sure you're supporting your local brewers. Go out and buy their stuff, try their things, support them however you can. Also, if you like the show, you can listen to it on Podbean, Apple Podcast, Amazon Music, and Spotify, or just do a search on Google and you'll find it.
Yeah.
You can also follow us on social media. We're on Twitter. We're on
Instagram.
And we're definitely on Instagram.
Yeah.
I think that's where you're going to find us the most.
Yeah. And there's the Facebook for...
Yes, we post pictures and things like that. But if you want to find anything, just go to www.atomicbeershow.com, and you can find all the links
really
there.
Nice.
Yeah, so make sure you like and share our show. If that's one of the best things we could do. Don and I put our own money into this bad boy, So we're just looking at any support we can get, and the best thing to do is just subscribe.
Yeah.
And share it with your friends. So cheers.
Cheers to the last show of 2020.
I was going to say, yeah, last show.
This is the last one to 2020.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, that's a smooth late bite too.
That's nice.
It's smooth coming in, and it's a little bite right at the end.
Yeah, that's good.
That must be the whiplash.
That must be.
Yeah. But like, how would music actually affect? I mean, I guess it would cause some vibrations.
Yeah.
In the alcohol, well, in the barrel. Right?
And they say that it's supposed to get in and kind of mix it into the walls of the barrels.
Yeah. I wonder if this is like some they obviously, I hope they didn't trademark this step, because now would I just went way off in the wrong direction in my brain right now. But some of the bourbon barrel aged beers that we drink, what kind of music would they use for that?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, you could probably use anything you want.
I mean, Fish, Grateful Dead.
Yeah.
I mean, there's some stuff like that I think would sell. Like, hey, we brewed it with this while listening to this.
Yeah.
Or explain the process. People would be like, what?
And in their facts, if you on the Blackened website, they asked, one of the questions is do they purchase barrel for beer yet? Can I purchase a barrel for beer?
Oh wow, yeah.
So I don't know.
Well, wait and see. Have to
That's
keep up on that and try on that. So yeah,
pretty good.
Thanks for sharing that for sure.
Yeah, got to do something.
So there's definitely a lot of stuff going on.
Oh my God,
you're getting ready to go on a trip.
I am.
You're preparing for that.
I got to get out of the state for 2 weeks.
We just kegged Atomic Winter.
Yes, we did. Finally,
we kegged it. Now we're letting it. It's got to chill. It's the CO2's working through it. It's gonna be. This is the first one we did on a kegerator.
Yeah.
So took me a little bit, but I got it hooked up right.
Yeah.
I always get the hoses mixed up, but hey, I do know what I'm doing to an extent.
Gas in, gas out.
That's right. That's right.
Gas in, beer out, I guess it would be.
Yeah. So if you didn't hear the last episode, we did talk about it. What we brewed. It is a winter ale.
Winter ale.
Spiced winter ale.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we're expecting to be probably about. I want to say like 7.7%.
Yeah, it's between 7.5 and 7 and 8. I think I finally calculated it at.
Yeah, so somewhere
something
in there.
like that.
Yeah, so we definitely had a lot of spice in it, and right now you can taste all the different spices.
Yeah.
So, but we did the taste before we added the CO2. So we're hoping like with the CO2 mixed properly and everything's calibrated correctly, we'll put the bad boys in growlers and
I know. I can't wait.
have some.
I'm hoping to take some with me when I drive to Florida.
I think you'll be ready. Yeah, I was pleasantly surprised with even not letting it set another week. I think it's going to be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you still got another week till you got to take it.
Yeah, I leave a week from today.
Yeah.
So we're gonna see how many people we cannot come into contact with.
Right.
Traveling 2,400 miles.
Yeah.
Leaving from SoCal, going into Jacksonville, St. Augustine, Florida area.
Yep.
It'll be pretty nice once we get there. I think my brother said the weather's been pretty good, a little chilly.
Nice.
He did send me.
It's nice in St. Augustine, a little chilly.
Yeah.
I do like that because they do decorate for Christmas really well.
Yeah, they do. Nights of lights.
White lights everywhere.
Exactly.
Yep.
So it'll be good. And he sent me, and I know them all, but he sent me a website of 4 breweries to go to. So I'll definitely bring.
Nice.
I'll bring something back.
Maybe a destination series episode?
Maybe, yeah.
Ooh, I like it.
I'm hoping that maybe I can pick up something like Houston-ish, New Orleans-ish.
Okay.
And then when we come back, we're going to go Memphis, Oklahoma City, Santa Fe.
Oh.
So
I'll have to
if
I'll
something
get
crosses, if something crosses my path, I might try and grab it. But I'll definitely have something from at least 2, Bog City and Ancient City Brewers for sure.
Yeah.
And then there's 2 other ones that I'm hoping to get.
And you're
to.
taking 10 all the way, right?
Yeah, we're going to take 10.
Oh, have fun.
10 to the
have
95.
Have fun in Texas.
I know.
Speaking of Texas.
Yeah, I mean.
I am moving to... No, I'm just kidding. I'm not moving to Texas. But one person that we do talk about a lot on this show, as Don had reminded me, Elon Musk.
Yeah, he's peacing out.
He's picking up everything and getting out. Now, I don't know if are they gonna keep SpaceX stuff.
I think
here?
SpaceX is staying.
Like Hawthorne, the Hawthorne plant's gonna stay here.
Yeah, I think so.
But all the big stuff. I mean, he's already did the tests. They're doing the Starship tests in Boca Chica, Texas, right now. I don't know. Did you watch the launch the other day?
The landing launch.
Well, the landing that exploded.
Yeah, I did.
Okay, awesome. So those of you that don't know, look up the Starship launch that was just done a couple days ago. I believe it was on the 10th that happened. And it's pretty awesome because this is the future of us space travelers. And we've had a whole episode on space travel. And just us going to Mars and everything. This is the vehicle that is planned to go to Mars.
Oh, yeah, the one that's going to land. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but to see something that big go up and flip down and do another flip.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, a rocket went out at the end. And
did it free fall for a long time? Because I remember I saw it going sideways.
Yeah.
And it just kind of fell.
Yeah.
And then it flipped and it uprighted it, and then it was coming down. I mean,
because I think the whole idea is that that's going to be if I might be wrong, I have to go back to our last episode to listen to those experts. But I'm pretty sure it goes on top of another rocket. So it's going to be super big. And when it launches, it'll go out into space and it'll be able to fly on its own. And then when it gets to like Mars or the moon or wherever they go first, it'll land.
Oh, okay.
Okay, land with the pointy side up and hot fire side on the bottom. So it'll land at the fire side on the bottom. That makes sense.
Yeah.
So it's really cool. It's between Starship and, like I said, NASA with Artemis project and the SLS, which is something else to check out too, because they're training now. We're looking at like less than 4 years. We're going to be on the moon.
That's crazy.
So we're in the Apollo era, man. Again,
I know, it's awesome.
It should be, the way I see it, it should be a lot cheaper, more sufficient, and less scary.
Yeah.
To get to the moon now than it did back in the 60s when we did make it. So
that'd be cool.
Yeah. Yeah, so Elon ducked out of California. A lot of people are ducking out of California.
Yeah, HP's leaving. Yeah. I hear Gene Simmons has said enough is enough.
I think so too. I did see it.
You know, from Kiss, he's out.
Yep.
It's going to be a ghost town around here.
Yeah, and the people that are stuck here, the people just can't get out, and they're just going to keep squeezing every penny out of you.
Yeah, and one of the reasons that we're like going through Santa Fe is because it's one of the areas that we might retire to.
Oh yeah,
thinking about it. Nice. So we're going to go check it out. And
I was at Santa Fe one time for a music festival.
Oh, cool!
I saw Blues Traveler, Everclear.
Whatever happened to Blues Travelers?
I don't know. I can't say that for sure. I know what happened, but I think they're still around. I think. But I remember they had to shut down the show because of tornadoes in the area.
Oh wow!
Yeah, I was a day off of missing Public Enemy.
Oh wow!
So I could have saw Public Enemy, but
that'd have been awesome.
Yeah,
I don't know. It's just kind of weird to see these big companies leave. It just doesn't seem like the politicians even know like what the hell is going on anymore. I know it's a weird time and everything, and everybody's trying to do the best that they can in this whole pandemic stuff, but I don't know. It's just discouraging when you see your political leaders not knowing what the heck they really need to be doing. You know, it's like, and there's other things that we're going to talk about too today. It's just like, I don't know. You just need a regular guy to run the state at this point. I don't care what, like if he's Republican or Democrat, just somebody that has some bloody common sense that.
And no vested interest in money in businesses and things. And the other point, and that's the point well taken, is just how the politicians just seem completely out of touch. But they keep pumping up how science, you got to follow the science.
Yeah,
as Bill Nye would say, science.
Or Thomas Dolby.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's what I'm going with. Yeah. She blinded me with science.
That's right.
Yeah. But it's just like if the science is there, almost 99.6% people that get the virus right now survive.
Yeah.
But we're all shut down. The fear is what's winning right now, and it's really sad that all these small businesses are being shut down. People with their life savings, they ain't going to have anything. As far as I'm concerned, everybody should move the hell out of California.
Yeah.
I mean, it was funny because we went out of town yesterday. I wanted to get the van out, and we went to go to see the Cabazon dinosaurs.
Oh, nice.
We drove out there.
They're still dressed up like
T-Rex got Santa Claus on. So we're going out, taking the 91 out, and there's so many cars getting out of town.
Yeah.
And I was joking. I was like, man, maybe everybody's leaving now. It's the mass exodus. And I'm like, nah, it's just 91 East.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
But it's just like, could you imagine if there came a time when everybody had to get out of California, how much of a mess that would be?
Yeah, because it's just basically Southern California, you got the 8, the 10, and the 40.
Yeah. Dude, if like I was thinking about this the other day, if like crap really hit the fan, and I'm avoiding the other word right now, but if it really hit the fan, Southern California is literally the bastion of death.
Yeah.
It's really scary because if you go north, there's too many people.
Yeah.
You go south, too many people. And then you hit Mexico, and if you go west, there's an ocean, and if you go east, you got the desert and the mountains. What do you do? I guess, I mean, the only thing is, like, you can hunker down unless the big one hits, and then you're just really screwed.
Yeah.
So, but I don't know. Did you ever see the show Fear of the Walking Dead? Did you ever watch that?
Yeah.
Okay. So you know how the first season,
Yeah.
Okay. So for people that haven't listened to the show, but spoiler alert, whatever. It's been out for a while. So how this works, and it got me to watch the show living where I live, is that the dead rose. It's like The Walking Dead. Right? And so the only way they decided to get rid of everything is to nuke the hell out of Southern California.
Oh yeah.
So the only way, and these guys this one guy had a yacht, or had a friend that had a yacht, and so they were out on the ocean and they saw basically everything get nuked all the way from like L.A. or I don't even know if it was San Francisco all the way down, but
yeah, it might have been.
I think but just to nuke the whole area all the way to San Diego because they were going to go to San Diego, but like oh no, that's nuked too, so they go all the way down in Mexico and that thing's got crazy. So check out the show; it is a really good show.
Yeah,
you know.
I like there's that scene when they're in that area where all the streets have collapsed right by the ocean.
Oh yeah.
And that's called Sunken City, and it's in San Pedro.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And like Robbie and I have like gotten into there a couple times.
Oh,
it's pretty cool. It just basically they call it Sunken City, but it's just basically a road that collapsed off this bluff that's right by the ocean. But I mean, you can see where the road is, and then down below, it's just all graffitied. And
I just had a buddy had a drone flying over that the other day.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
Nice.
Pretty fun. But we do need a beer.
Oh yeah.
This is the Atomic Beer Show. We haven't had beer show number 1.
Here we are, so long-winded with these things, and they just. What do we got for beer show number 1? Are we going to go into that now, or are we going to do you want to do? Since we're talking about politicians, do you want to do that one first?
Yeah, let's do. Well, we can do either one because I think
the other. Yeah. Okay.
I don't know. Let's figure it out.
Okay. Let's do the Evans Brewing. Okay, yeah. So we just cracked open Evans Brewing. Yeah, this is from a friend of ours who picked it up.
Yeah,
he loved the artwork, and we know where he's coming from with getting this for us. So, but this is the Evans Brewing double. Is it double hazy IPA?
Double IPA, yeah.
Called the Governhater.
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 Oh, instead of the Governhater, it's Governhater.
Governhater.
Okay, so all right. Let me just tell you, this is a
brilliant artwork. This is probably one of the best cans that you could possibly get.
Yeah, especially if you live in California and you're not too happy with our current situation with our governor, Governor Newsom, if you will, who is on the artwork is basically him with a forked tongue and devil eyes.
Yes,
riding
and fangs.
The bear,
the California black bear,
and then with a mask on.
With the mask on.
What did you say? While he's holding the state in flames. He's holding the state of California while it's under.
Oh yeah,
flames,
that's right. I didn't even see that.
Which is basically all the wildfires, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, and all the money flying out of the back, and then looks like the monorail crashing, and
it's the monorail. It's not the It's the speed train.
Oh, the
bullet train that they're supposed to have.
Oh yeah, that never happened.
Yeah.
Nice.
Newsom saying flatten the curve just 2 weeks. The bear saying I can't handle 2 more weeks.
Yeah.
There's a Brewsome Winery sign
open.
on here
That's
says
open.
That they're open.
My goodness, yeah.
And then there's a guy standing on top of I don't know, is that a Hummer that says
Oh, that is a Hummer.
I'll be back.
Yeah.
So there's the Governhater in there.
Yeah.
And then rest in peace gas.
Gas engines.
Will work for food.
That's the
no guns, no fun.
Well, that's Disneyland.
Yeah.
Mickey Mouse will work for food.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just teach your own kids.
Yeah. So that's a nice.
It's awesome.
So this is an 8% hazy double IPA, and it's got pineapple, orange, and passion fruit. And so this way, give this hazy double IPA big juicy flavors you can smell through a face mask. Brewed with socially distanced citra hops to wash away all those quarantine feels. So as a lot of people that listen to the show, if you're not from California or you're not even in the United States, but we are in shutdown again, and so I'm wondering if we're even supposed to be. If I'm even supposed to be doing the show.
No, we're not.
But we are socially distancing, wearing our mask, as we're doing, as told in the original directions. But even though with that going on over the past 8 months, it still seems like it's not okay. And the numbers are not getting any better. So shut down people more.
Yeah.
Yeah. We don't want small businesses to open. We don't want people to make their own decisions anymore. So the warden, the governor, continues to put us on these lockdowns. And whether you're with it or not, and I should have put a trigger alert warning on this just in case, in case we get more listeners or lose a ton right now. I don't matter because what I'm focused on this show is our craft brewers and how they're
they're
coming up with all these crazy things to stay open. And while things were looking good, now they're shut down again.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a decent beer. It's a decent beer. It's very citrusy, very
Oh yeah, I like it.
mangoey and smooth. No bitterness at all.
Yeah, it's good.
Can hammer down some of these 8-ounce. Crushable. It's crushable.
Very crushable.
Yeah.
By chance, did you see that viral video of the lady in Sherman Oaks?
I did. Oh, that was
my
all over.
God.
Well, she got. I'm sorry, screwed.
Oh, she did.
Yeah, that's
So her deal was that she owns the Pineapple Saloon and Grill in Sherman Oaks, and of course they're forced to shut down. And I guess they're filming a movie or commercial or something in that area. So
something
in
that-
her parking lot,
something Hollywood.
Yeah,
something Hollywood.
Exactly.
Oh, they can do everything now. We're back to production.
So she spent. I guess she took out a loan for about $120,000. $80,000 of it went to adjust the restaurant so they could do social distancing and be open to the public. And then they took the other
Yes.
40 and they built a tent and a seating area outside so they could have indoor and outdoor seating. Well, Hollywood comes to town. She's forced to shut down, and 50 feet away, Hollywood is able to set up a tent and have craft services in the parking lot.
Yep.
So it's unsafe here, but 50 feet away, it's okay to be serving food.
Yeah. It's a double standard.
Yeah.
Let me tell you that there's a double standard that is going through so many things in our country right now. And I
It's-
don't want this to be a political statement, but maybe it is. Maybe it needs to be said. That's what it's going to be. I don't know. But it is sad to see that there are businesses like this that are being forced out without any scientific data showing that the virus is going through these places. Now, more, and they can't even really pinpoint. It's definitely in more, I guess, close knit groups. But they're saying, well, outside's fine, but then it's not okay.
Yeah.
At the beginning, they said don't even wear a mask, but now you have to. So it's nobody understands or even gets with this confusion. And that's why I think this is all just a bunch of BS. And I feel bad for the lady at the Sherman Oaks, but she's just one of many.
Yeah.
Many.
Yeah.
Could you? I mean, all these businesses spent so much money to make things meet the standards that these health departments and these states are asking for, and they're still being shut down, even following all their stupid rules. It blows my mind that this is going on, and we're letting it go on.
It's just, yeah.
And what's next?
know.
Well,
Everybody around's wearing a mask now because they
Yeah.
told us to. Now are they going to say y'all need to get a vaccination?
Well, eventually that'll happen. I mean,
you can't. But all these small businesses are closed. But look what's open: Costco, Walmart, Target.
Yeah.
All these big corporate entities.
and malls too.
Yeah, yeah. But but there's more people in there. Do you think at a small business, how many people go in there and actually, after they spend all this money on the PPE, the shields, and doing everything, sanitizer everywhere, and these little mom and pop places that are just barely hanging on as it is?
Yeah.
This is people's livelihoods, man. They're not even they're going to be relying on the government from now on, which is just straight crap. How many people do they see in a day or come in contact with compared to that poor person at a grocery store or a Walmart every day?
Yeah.
And what do you pay them? You pay them crap, man.
Yep.
Well, California, we pay you $15 an hour. Yeah, but no, rent for a one-bedroom apartment's like $17,000.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, $1,700.
$17,000.
It might as well be some people. It doesn't. $1,700.
Yeah.
And then people didn't vote to put a cap on that. So it's just a nightmare out here, and I can see why Elon's out. I mean, this dude's gonna be a trillionaire. He's probably gonna be our first trillionaire.
Probably.
But you can see why these rich people are getting out because they're gonna tax the crap out of them.
Yeah.
And then they're even trying to retroact that to where if that passes, that even after they move, if you lived here at a certain point, they're going to come back and get back taxes off of you. What is going on?
I know.
They're
not going to be happy until they have 100%.
Yeah, and then they just pay you and everybody gets paid the same and everybody's equal.
Yeah.
And that's really going to help,
Yeah.
productivity. Let me tell you, if I'm getting paid the same as somebody else when I'm doing all the work, who's going to want to continue to do that?
Exactly.
I mean, it makes sense. I mean, I'd hate for something to make sense. That'd just be ridiculous. Why would you want to make sense of that?
Especially right now.
Oh my. Let's not even talk about the homelessness out here.
Oh, let's don't get
I don't know. Let's not do that. Let's drink beer.
Yeah. So Evans Brewery Company they are located at as we try to get like a little bit back to normal here. They're located in Corona at 2440.
Oh, I was just in Corona the other day.
2440 Railroad Street.
Nice.
in Corona.
So
I have yet to be to the tap room.
I haven't either, but I may have to.
And of course, their tap room is currently closed.
Of course, that was the thing too. When we were driving out to see the dinosaurs, I was like, man, I wonder if there's any breweries nearby I can just hop on and get a to-go order. And I just didn't even. There's some good ones out that way. Corona, Riverside, things like that. There's some decent ones I've been to.
Yeah.
Shout out to Skyland Brewing if they're still open. I don't know, but Skyland Brewing was one that when I was really dabbling in the. Let me say this again. Southern California is the bastion of death, but they have great beer. Okay. Now that said, Skyline Brewing was one of the first breweries that we hit up when we were really visiting breweries and really getting into it. I think Bootleggers was the one we hit first, and then after that, I'm like, wow, I need to go do breweries, and that's Skyline is one of the ones that were outside of my area, and then it became a when you go on a trip or going wherever out of town, you always look to see what breweries are around. Like, I should go to visit these places. So
Yeah, very cool.
yeah, so Skyline was pretty good. That's pretty cool.
Where are they at? What city are they in?
I want to say Corona, but it might be Riverside. It's somewhere out that way.
Okay.
Yeah.
909 area.
Yeah. Skyline Ale Works. Skyline Ale Works. Yeah.
Nice.
But I know they expanded too. So that was a good one. I need to go back there again.
But I mean, the great thing with, not the great thing, but you got a lot of people that are like stepping up and helping out some of the food industries. I came across a couple things. First one was that Guy Fieri from
Guy Fieri. I'm Guy Fieri.
Yeah.
This is Steiner's Diamonds and Drives.
From Triple D. He raised $21.5 million for unemployed restaurant workers.
Wow.
Which means Guy Fieri has done more for unemployment restaurant workers than Congress had in the last 8 months.
Yeah.
And I guess what happened was I forget how many. We'll say 40. I think it was $40,500 grants.
Wow.
So he helped out like 40,000 restaurant workers. I mean, granted, it's $500, but
yeah, I mean,
but still, $500 that could help them out, tremendously.
For sure. Yeah, and when it comes, I mean, even if it just buys some groceries, that's something that's great about, hats off to him. I'm always up and down with him, but like, because when he first came out, he's like, "Who's this guy? This is ridiculous. He's not even a chef." I'm like,
but he was a chef.
But he was, and like, he's an awesome person. So plus he drives a cool car. But I just loved.
He's never steered me wrong to a meal, by the way.
No, that's true. But no, it's neat to see that there are organizations out there, and this is stuff the news you'll never see on the news unless you're actually out looking for it somehow, somewhere.
Yeah.
I mean, the good things that do come out of what's going on in 2020. Everybody thinks 2020 is just such an awful year. And to some people, I get it. It really is a really bad year. It's really changed a lot, and some things may not go back to the way they were.
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean 2021 is going to be any better. And I hate to put that out there, but you got to look at what the good things are that came from this. You're going to be closer to family. You're gonna find what you really enjoy in life, and if you focus on those things, it will be better. It is better if you look at the bright side of things. This isn't going to be here forever. We're not going to have to wear masks forever. But at the end of the day, when you look at it, we're going to look back at this. And I hope you all listen to this episode are going to look back at this someday and be like, wow, yeah, we went through that. Just like the blizzard of 78. It probably didn't affect here.
No.
But it didn't affect Southern California. But where I lived when I grew up in Ohio.
78. Yeah, I think we got down to about 52 that winter. Yeah, it was about 52 that winter.
Don was walking his dog in sandals. It's all good. But yeah, it's just just focus on the good things out there, and just there's a lot of things that I think you can take away from this year that it's gonna be memorable, and I think you're gonna look at the positive things, and I know it's tough. I know it's tough for a lot of people. Hang in there, drink good beer, and all that stuff. So
yeah.
But yeah, Guy Fieri, and then another one. It's like, okay, so restaurants are getting beat up right now, breweries are getting beat up, bars are just it's whatever.
Yeah.
Movie theaters are just being destroyed right now. There's a few other things like arcades. I'm trying to think of some other things. But basically everything I loved as a kid is, well, except for bars. I didn't like bars as a kid. But all bars to me growing up is like, there's a barcade, I guess, like Mission Control.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, shout out to
In
Mission
Santa.
Control.
Yeah.
I love Mission Control. But there's it just seems like they're taking the fun out of everything.
Yeah.
They shut down all the fun. No, it's not essential for you guys to have fun. You know, it's like, and these people, these politicians are going home to their mansions and their whatever. I mean, you got the newer freshmen of senators and and representatives and everything. They're living in like sharing apartments and everything. Some of them sleep in their office, but once they start getting the kickbacks because they know how tough it is, next thing you know, they got money. I don't know where. So
it's going to be definitely interesting to see what happens to like the local elections coming up, because a lot of the states like Texas, and I had a friend the other day. He works for a company that owns Five Guys restaurants. They're franchised,
yeah.
And so they have restaurants throughout the United States.
Of course.
At least their
Dude,
business
when they put
does.
one in Ohio, it blew my mind because the first time when I saw it was in Florida, and then I saw one in Ohio. I'm like, what?
Yeah. So I don't know how many like franchises his company owns.
Okay.
But he was basically up in Visalia, Fresno area, and he had to relocate to Texas because that's where his company was.
Yeah.
So the other day he text messaged. We have like this little group of text message. Oh yeah, I'm at Six Flags Magic Mountain today. Or sorry, Six Flags over Texas today.
Oh, I've been there.
Yeah. And they're loving it because there's no lines or anything because it's all social distancing and not a lot of people are there. But there's some states that are Texas is just in as bad a shape as us right now, but they're open and ready to go.
Yeah, but we're not shutting down the economy.
Yeah.
Just like, it's better. Is it better to just when something's okay? So you have a vaccine coming out. It's 94% effective, right? Am I right?
Yeah.
But if you get the virus, I don't want to say the other word because then they give me crap for it. But if you get the virus, then 80% chance of being okay, right? No, you're asymptomatic. 80% chance asymptomatic.
Yeah.
Okay. 99% people, even if you are symptomatic and you get sick and you feel everything, you survive. So what are we doing? What's going on here?
I don't know.
Is putting people in poverty more important? Because I think that's probably the better thing. It's just, let's just yank everybody's businesses. Let's just yank everybody's livelihoods so they can dole off the state. Because that's the better idea, I think, in this whole thing.
Yeah.
That's what we should do, right?
That's what they want.
Yeah. So
whatever.
Speaking of somebody that loves capitalism and should be Santa Claus. In my opinion.
Yeah. I was thinking about this the other day. I mean, we had covered earlier that Elon Musk was going to be either our Batman or our Iron Man.
Oh yeah, now we're going back.
So I saw a post somewhere, somebody that I follow, and is Jeff Bezos from Amazon basically at this point in our world Santa Claus?
Ooh.
I mean, he brings us presents.
Yeah.
He knows where we all live because he has our addresses.
He has our addresses, yeah.
He knows when we're sleeping.
He even has our IP addresses.
Yeah.
He probably does.
He knows when we're naughty. Yeah. He knows when we're nice because he's got Alexa in a lot of houses that is listening to a lot of our only moves. So is Jeff Bezos Santa Claus at this point?
Wow. And then all of the people that sign up to deliver all the stuff are his elves.
Yeah. I'm surprised that the vans aren't green. That'd have been great if the vans were green.
I bet somebody brought this up to Jeff and he doesn't care. That guy probably lives on a different planet, man. He's got to. I mean, I can't even imagine somebody with that much money and be really happy. I don't see it. I'm pretty sure he's a sad man.
That'd be interesting to find out.
Because sometimes you get the people that in life where they just want so much more out of this life that they're just never happy. I actually saw an interview with Tom Brady one time. Dude had 5 Super Bowl rings. I don't know how many MVPs he's had, but he still wasn't happy with everything yet. So he wanted more. I mean, is he going to be like downtrodden if he doesn't ever win a ring with Tampa Bay? I don't know, but it's just people like that. I was like, you want to get the most out of life, I guess. But Bezos, I'm just like, the dude's got like what, $6 billion?
Yeah, something like that.
It's wow,
crazy,
unbelievable,
crazy.
I can imagine.
That's a rich Santa Claus.
Yeah, it is rich Santa Claus. He stays in shape. He's not like fat. Unless those are like he's eating like vegan cookies or plant based something. I don't know.
Maybe.
I don't know. Are we ready for beer share too? What's going on?
Yeah, we can do beer share too. I got a question for you coming up.
Okay. So after we're gonna. So when we get beer share 2 open, Don has a question.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got beer share number 2, and we were talking about
beer share number 2.
so we were talking about our politicians and stuff, and how we just don't feel comfortable with their decision making, if you will. Is it like a giant circus?
It is.
Yeah.
I mean, I went to Total Wine and More, and I'm like, I was sniffing around for that limited edition blackened whiskey, but they didn't have it, so I headed over to the single aisle. And I was the only one there.
Oh yeah.
So I was a single in the single aisle.
Nice.
And so I found one, and you've had it. You've already told me you had it, but whatever. I haven't had it. But I found Clown Shoes, the Clown Shoes Brewery.
Yeah.
They're out of Massachusetts, right? I think they're out of Massachusetts.
I believe they're East Coast. I believe they are. Well, yeah, Clown Shoes. This is a Space Cake IPA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are outside. Distribution was outside of Massachusetts.
Okay. Yeah.
So.
But we easily found out here, which is great. You know, this is a good one. So I'm looking forward to you trying this one.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. If you hear muffling throughout this episode, by the way.
Yeah, we're floating in and out of our mask.
While we're getting this poured, we are wearing our mask and doing everything social distance. The only thing we don't have is a protective shield between us. But we are 6 feet apart. So if
that can come next, we could put that on next.
Yeah.
The protective shield.
Well, we'll do that, and then you know what?
I think
I'll even record it. I'll even put it on. I have my camcorder. I just got all set up.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. But yeah, this is. I'm actually excited you got this one because I haven't had this in quite a while, and it's a tasty brew. So
So he said it's Space Cake. It's a double IPA. Features robust hop aromas that carry through as strong, juicy flavors of tropical citrus.
Mm-hmm.
A sweet and strong malt backbone pairs with a subtle booziness to make Space Cake an approachable double IPA fit for an extraterrestrial odyssey. Comes in at a beautiful 9%. Oh my God, that color is gorgeous.
Yeah.
9% APV, and the special ingredients: mosaic and citrus hops.
There you go.
So Clown Shoes, this is for all of you clowns that are trying to figure out how to run this country and state.
Well, they're doing a good job confusing everybody, and at the same time taking all of our money. So
Yeah.
that's kind of how it works, I guess.
It's funny. They don't know what to do, and I don't know. There's a lot of not knowing.
Or do they?
Yeah.
And this is all a ruse.
Yeah.
I think it's a ruse.
I just think it's kind of funny that Newsom got busted in the restaurant without a mask.
the French Laundry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, even the mayor of San Francisco, I believe, got busted after.
Yeah.
And there was a city councilwoman that even
This is good.
after she voted to shut everything down, went to a restaurant and ate that
Yeah.
night. What's going on?
I know.
I you know, and I'm not gonna go blue red. I'm not gonna do anything like that on this show, but y'all can look that stuff up on YouTube or do whatever you want to get the information. So
It's just frustrating. That's what
it really is. It's just.
And again, I wonder this frustration. I wonder what's going to happen in the next 2 years of, I mean, at least in the state of California, what's going to happen with like Los Angeles? Because, Garcetti hasn't been doing like the smartest things.
Oh, he's all about just
shutting everything down.
We don't want anything to happen.
Cancel everything. Cancel everything.
That's all I said. What does that mean?
What
does it mean? Cancel everything.
Cancel everything. And then you got Newsom, who's
Should I cancel my my subscription to cable? My cable subscription?
Yeah.
Should I cancel my my NHL subscription?
Yeah. How about if I cancel my income tax next year?
Ooh, cancel everything.
Cancel everything.
Ooh, can I cancel my state taxes?
Yeah, my state taxes. Perfect.
Oh,
I canceled it.
Ooh, cancel everything.
So I don't know. It's weird.
Would that work in court of law? I wonder.
That would be.
That's not what he meant. Well, that's not what he said.
Then
can you sue him for false
advertisement? That's how I
advertisement?
interpreted it.
then can I sue him for false, like, whatever?
Yeah.
He is the mayor. Well, I don't live in LA City County, so.
Yeah, well, we're just on the... We sneeze and we're in the OC, but we're in the LA, so...
Oh, you are? That's
Yeah,
right. That's
barely.
Right. Yeah.
Barely.
I'm in the OC.
But anyway, so we talked about Guy Fieri doing some great stuff for 40,000 people and stuff. But I was watching Who Wants to Be a Millionaire the other day.
What?
Yes.
Wait, who's doing that now?
Jimmy Kimmel.
Oh, that guy.
Which, yeah.
Anyway. I was just thinking Regis, because I did see Regis.
Regis!
I saw Regis. I went to an award show before all this happened. Like, when was that? February? Last February?
Yeah.
And when Regis was in Kathleen the Gift Guide, it was a Christian-based award show called Movie Awards or Movie Guide Awards. And I went to that, and I saw Kathleen the Gifford get an award, and Regis came out to give it to her.
Oh, nice.
And rest in peace.
Yeah.
Passed away a couple months
Pretty
later.
Awesome.
Yeah. So anyway,
But
who
anyway,
wants to be a millionaire?
Okay, so Guy Fieri helps out 40,000. Celebrity chef David Chang.
I love David Chang.
Do you?
Oh yeah.
He is the first celebrity on Millionaire to win the $1 million. To win the $1 million, and he was playing for the Southern Smoke Foundation.
Okay.
And so he has one lifeline left, basically. And I mean, if he uses the lifeline on the $1 million question, which we'll get to in a second. And I mean, basically, if he doesn't get it, I mean, it's spoiler. I already said that he's the first celebrity to win the $1 million, so he gets the question right.
Yeah.
But if he would have lost, $468,000.
Oh shoot.
Because he would have dropped down to 32.
Yeah.
So he ended up calling. Who was it? Someone from ESPN.
Oh.
To help him out with the question.
Yeah.
So here's the question.
Okay.
Although he and his wife never touched a light switch for the fear of being shocked, who was the first president to have electricity in the White House?
Oh wow.
So his four choices were Ulysses S. Grant, Benjamin Harrison, Chester A. Arthur, or Andrew Jackson.
Wow.
And so he used his phone a friend, and I mean, they kind of helped him out. Just look up the clip on YouTube because it's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
So do you have an answer?
Oh, wait, a light switch?
Yeah, well, no. Who was the first president to have electricity in the White House?
Oh. Well, it's not Jackson. That's too old.
Although he and his wife never touched a light switch for the fear of being shocked, who was the first president to have electricity in the White House?
Oh, man. He phoned the friend.
Phoned a friend, and the friend said, I don't know. I think it might be this. And then he's like, well, I didn't even know that person was a president.
Chester A. Garfield.
No, it was... So is that your final answer?
Oh, no.
What's your final answer? We're going to lock it in.
What was the first two?
Ulysses S. Grant or Benjamin Harrison?
I'm going to go with Grant.
Oh, you just lost.
Oh, I did? Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So it was Benjamin Harrison.
Oh, Harrison.
But it was pretty good because he said, well, I'm a gambling man and I'm just going to go for it. And even though he probably still had no idea what it was. But he won $1 million for the Southern Smoke Foundation.
Oh, that's awesome.
Which helps people in need from the food and service industry during the pandemic. So that was pretty cool.
That's pretty cool. Yeah.
A lot of good stuff going
Dude,
on.
David Chang is awesome. And like the only reason, like, because my wife and I, and like a lot of people don't know, my wife is half Korean. And so it really introduced me to a lot of great Korean food, and David Chang, and we watch a lot of his documentaries and shows, a lot of stuff with Anthony Bourdain and everything too. If you can find that stuff, it's just if you're a fan of food, and like my food choices obviously have changed, so I don't really eat a lot of the stuff he makes anymore. But I can appreciate somebody as awesome as David Chang for sure.
That was awesome.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
It's good to see people like giving back.
Yeah, especially the ones that can and that really want to do it. You know, it's just like I know a lot of people have a lot of money, but at the same time they do. It's a weird thing, money. I don't know. I'll just get into that some other day, but yeah, it's just great to see people that can give back and want to do things, and that's fun. You know, if it's fun to give back, let's have more fun things so we can give back to more people. There's people all over that really do need some help.
Oh yeah, especially right now. Yeah, Clown Shoe's pretty good. I like it. First time I'm having it.
Yeah, I actually think we should have done this before the Governhater. Now that I'm thinking about it.
What was that?
I think we should have done this before the Governhater. Now that I'm thinking about it.
Oh,
It's just a malty back, and then when you hit the double hazy, I don't know. It's just me being a snob.
well, you do have Cicerone, right?
Well, yeah,
You are.
dude. I saw my certificate on the wall. I'm like 2017. I'm
Oh,
like,
wow.
holy crap! I'm like, I should have probably advanced by now, but I don't know. It's a lot of money, and you got kids and stuff. So
Yeah.
anyway, But
So
yeah,
Saturday, head out.
heading out.
Yeah,
going.
like you
You're
said.
driving across
I know
the country.
It's pretty crazy.
Last time I did that, I moved here.
Oh, how was your drive? I mean,
Well, I had a moving van pulling my car. Was it a car? Yeah. Yeah. My Dodge Adventure back in the day.
oh, I remember that.
Yeah. Yeah. Pulling the car. A dog in my lap most of the time. And my dad went with me too, which is great. Like, we look back at that and like, yeah, we did that. And that was the thing is like, and I told him, I was like, Dad, I really want you to like ride across the country with me and help me move. And he's like, all right. And he did it, which is great. I think I drove more than he did, but I'm tired. I'm tired, dude. I'm like, well, we need to get a hotel or something.
Yeah, I think the wife today, she said, like, I think every, 6 hours we should get out and exercise for 15 minutes. So we'll probably get out and work around a little bit and maybe try and find a wet rest stop and
You know what you should do?
just stretch.
You need to go online and look up the Clark Griswold trip planner
Oh, okay.
and just follow that. There's got to be one out there.
Maybe.
What you should do, traveling across country.
That'd be
I would
awesome.
recommend that. But then type in what breweries you should stop at and bring back to Josh.
I know. I'm going to bring back.
I might. Here's what I'm thinking too. I was just thinking this too. I might call breweries and you have to stop because I already bought beer for us.
Oh,
Hey Don.
as long as it's close to the 10, because I don't want
Oh
to
yeah.
have to.
No. I'm not going to be like,
You know.
hey, you got to go up into Huntsville.
So is that it? Are we done? Are we done for 2020?
I think we might be. We got the atomic winter on its way.
Yeah. I mean, I guess after the first of the year, hopefully
Yeah.
we'll have a little bit left, but we'll be able to.
Yeah, and I think
We'll be able to reminisce.
I
with
think we
it.
kind of agreed we're going to brew something else soon, real soon.
Yeah. I mean, the house is nice and cool, so
Yeah.
we'll have to figure out what we're gonna do.
Yeah. Yep.
All good.
Yeah. So hey, just make sure everyone, like I said earlier on the show, make sure you like and subscribe. That's the only thing we really ask for you guys. Just share it with your friends. Then like craft beer. Apparently, this episode like whiskey. And
Yeah.
also, maybe you like Metallica. We like Metallica too. And if you don't like Governor Newsom, hey, great, we like you too. But it doesn't. Aside from if you're blue or red or whatever, we all still hate Governor Newsom. So I don't know what state you're from or what country you're from, but thank you so much for listening to the Atomic Beer Show. And like we say every episode, make
That's
sure
right.
that you always drink
Good
beer.
which we're doing today, and some good whiskey.